Hey crafty people, welcome back to my channel, and in case you're new here, I'm Sarah, also known as Craft Nerd because I'm a nerd who loves to craft. I do paper crafting, card making, junk journaling, and mixed media art. Let's get crafting! Oh, welcome to my channel. It's time for the Full Deck Challenge 4 for 2026, Week 2. The prompts are bird, fibers, gold, stencil with texture paste, black splatter, butterfly, and orange. And I think I'm going to actually end up doing most of them. I cut out an image of a bird, and we're going to add fibers to the bird, and there's orange in it. Wanted to add some stenciling with texture paste, and maybe we'll do some black splatter. We'll see. We're going to start by doing our texture paste. And I've got Distress. That's crackle paste opaque. That was not what I wanted to grab. This is what I wanted, the texture paste opaque. And I am going to put a little bit of that, a plate, because I'm going to mix in some Pearl X powder in Brilliant Gold. Just going to put a little bit down, probably less than that because we're not going to be putting that much on. A little bit of that. Grab a little spoon. Put a little powder in there. And we're just gonna mix that up. And this stencil is a Tim Holtz Stampers Anonymous THMS 60. And we're gonna do a little bit up in this corner. My tip when you're using texture paste and a stencil, if you can't see the stencil anymore, you've put it on a little too thick and you may want to thin it out a little bit. And down in this corner, which of course this is just shy of being wide enough for me not to want to leave it or not be able to just leave it there. So we're gonna go like that. All right, I need to rinse that off right away. This needs to sit and dry before we do anything else. And actually, I still have some texture paste. So what I think I may do is just add a little the edges, kind of a haphazard manner before I go wash our stencil off. All right, I'm going to set that one aside to dry. I'm going to go clean up, and then we are going to work on jazzing up our bird. Okay, I have pulled out some fibers. Oh, and I realized, I think I forgot to mention that I covered this with some of the Tim Holtz collage papers, and it's one of the rolls that are have been discontinued. I don't know if you can still find it out there or not, but yeah, I forgot to mention that. All right, so I dipped into my stash of fibers, and we're just gonna add some fibers to give our bird some fun floofiness. I'm trying to decide whether I think I may want to work backwards, just because I think that's going to be easier layering stuff in. Let's find the end of this guy. I think we're going to put a little bit of this. Let's get out our Fabri-Tac. That is what we're going to use because it works a little bit better than our glitter glue for gluing stuff on. And I'm going to kind of follow-ish the colors for this, or that's on the bird. Okay, that's all we're gonna put on him because I don't want to do the face because I think that's just gonna get like lost and not look great. So I think I may trim some of the orange that's kind of going all over the place. I kind of like that a lot. I think that came out cool looking. All right, we are still not dry yet, texture paste wise. So we're gonna leave that sit a little longer and then we're gonna come back and add our bird and do some finishing touches. All right, we're dry and it kind of went not gold. I don't know that I've used the Pearl X in an opaque texture paste before. I've used it, I think, with gloss gel or translucent texture paste. So I'm not loving that, like that the gold got lost. So I'm pulling out my Sizzix Luster Wax in gold and I'm just gonna run my finger over top of get it to spread a little better if I wet my finger a little bit. A little too much liquid. All right. I think that is good. I definitely can see the gold again. I don't know how well it's showing up on camera, but there is some nice gold sparkle. Let me clean my fingers off. Sort of. I think it's at least just not going to rub off on everything now. And let's bring our bird over. I kind of really like how this came out. All right, I'm gonna glue the bird down. And in case I didn't mention, this came out of the book Birds of Britain. It's one of those things I bought when I first started junk journaling because everyone I watched was doing stuff with birds and have yet to use. So that was almost 3 years ago, probably, because I don't know, birds just aren't really my thing. So there's a lesson for you. Don't just buy it because everybody else is doing it. Make sure it's something within your aesthetic taste, something you will actually use. Ooh, let's shift him because I want it to go more like that. And I think I'm skipping black splatters because I don't think it needs it. I like how it looks as is. If I were to do splatters, I think I would do gold to kind of pull out the gold more. I don't think it needs splatters. So let's cut a piece of paper. Really should just write down how big of a piece of paper I've been cutting for these guys so that I don't have to try and figure it out every single time. All right, they're about not quite 2.5. Let's try cutting a piece off. All right, so let's write this out before we attach it. Let me grab a pen. Let's bring over our list. All right, so today it's actually January 10th. I'm doing it a little ahead of schedule. Okay, good, it's writing. All right, I'm gonna have to go get ink and refill this. I'll be right back. Okay, let's see. We should be able to get it. Yes, there we go. Let's put that on here as well. Okay, so that's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please do all the things that lets YouTube know you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, leave me a comment down below. Thanks for joining me, and happy crafting.